I don't talk to many people. I'm not a sociable type of person. I'm used to working just like this, alone, talking to a few thousand people, but no, not in a social setting. And since most people don't want to hear, they don't want reality brought into them. They don't want to know what what's going on with the Federal Reserve, what's really going on with the banksters. Oh, that's just up there too far. The crime is so large that we can't comprehend it. J. Edgar Hoover even told us that. The individual is stymied when he comes face to face with a conspiracy so vast he can't comprehend it. And the screenplay that I'm writing is about the God of this earth as portrayed by the Masons in Morals and Dogma, the light of the world, Lucifer, the God of this world, they call it. And I'm kind of approaching it from the aspect that maybe God gave us free will so he could see what we could do with it. And Lucifer just had to take over because there wasn't any humans ready or average people willing to take responsibility of trying to run it or cooperate with anybody. They even approached me, now just stop talking about that marijuana. Listen, it's on the ballot here. It's on the ballot. It's part of a discussion. It's part of the way this process is supposed to work. It's the way this process is supposed to work, folks. Yeah, this is wrong. Yes, the government stole hemp from you. It stole one of your most vital nutrients, one of your most productive plants, one of your most productive products, and something that would assure that you never need a doctor's prescription for nothing anymore. And they stole it from us. But you're not supposed to talk about that, even if it's on the ballot. If it's on the news, if Governor Gary Johnson is coming on my show on Wednesday to talk about why it should be legalized, the same Gary Johnson who was on Judge Napolitano on Fox, I'm not talking about anything that common intelligent people are talking about and concerned about. But we don't want to hear that play. A guy comes walking up to me and went, "Do you have a gun?" No, why would you ask me something? Well, I heard you carried a gun. I have a gun, but why would you come up and approach me like that? Why? Is it because the common, average, everyday person out there doesn't have the intelligence to govern himself, doesn't have the intelligence to know not to walk out in traffic? I don't know. And let's go to the chat room, because here we've got a bunch of intelligent people that are putting in some. Now, I was supposed to have a guest today, and the last time I talked to him, he assured me he'd be on. But I'll try him one more time. Dr. John Waterman was supposed to be on my show today, and doesn't look like, nope, still ain't answering your Skype. Now, yeah, Dr. Decharge says, if we print $1 on new hemp paper and replace Fort Knox, folks, there ain't no gold in Fort Knox. And they've taken that's gold-plated titanium, maybe. Nobody's checked on it for a long time. Ron Paul can't get it audited. Ron Paul can't get the Fed audited. So maybe he's not doing the job. Oh, okay. Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. It may be that I've actually got Dr. John Waterman up on, let's see if I can, Let's see if we can get him here. Dr. John Waterman.
Yes.
Okay, folks. Let's just disregard all those nasty things I said about him just a few minutes ago. I was just talking about how I'm getting ready to do a script. I'm in the process of doing a script now for a television series, and I decided to make my character, who's a biker, into a character called Lucifer that's about 6,000 years old. And for some reason, Hollywood likes it. I guess they've got a lot of films out about the devil, and I've got a little bit different version of Lucifer than everybody else. But I'm just saying, the Tea Parties are going after the 9/11 truthers. Oh, no, we don't want you here wearing those T-shirts. We don't want you, the Tea Parties. You'll make us look bad. and I'm beginning to think that the elite are right, John. I think that when they say we don't have the ability, the intelligence, or whatever it takes to govern ourselves, they need somebody to guide us. It's like yeah, you're a slave. You're a slave, and you're happy being a slave as long as they keep that roof over your head.
No, that's true.
and so you know, maybe it's if we can't get together and decide. I was taken aside and told me I shouldn't go to the Breakfast Club and talk about marijuana there. Why? It's on the ballot. It's on the ballot. You don't want to discuss something that's on the ballot? You know, it's for legalization in California for medical marijuana here. So, you know, what is wrong with people? Why would the Tea Party? And I also saw something about the Tea Parties. They were all upset because there was another group over here that was protesting, but they didn't get the coverage that the Tea Party got. The Tea Party got all the negative racist coverage, and this other group didn't. It was a bunch of liberals. And let's see, what were those liberals doing? Oh, they were protesting the wars. They were protesting the wars. And my question is, why wasn't the Tea Party over there with them? Why were they working together?
You know, that's the problem. I can actually say this, I think, pretty accurately. In the 20s, politicians, particularly in the South, and that's where I'm talking about, were friends to a certain group of people that are politically distancing themselves. Well, the politicians today distance themselves from it, and that is the Ku Klux Klan. In the 20s, however, they usually had to be a member of the Ku Klux Klan or they wouldn't even win the election.
And,
you know,
and the
sometimes
Ku Klux
people
Klan,
group like that.
The Ku Klux Klan was organized for the same reason the Tea Parties were here. To try and protect, for the same reason we started the militias, to try to protect the people who were being hassled by the carpetbaggers. The federal government were coming down and turning your, you know, turning your grandfather into a criminal because he'd been producing fuel for his tractor.
These politicians are going to be in for quite a ride here, I think, this season. I don't think it'll completely remove them like an infection, get it completely out that needs to be gone, but it's going to be kind of interesting because now you're going to be seeing them playing to the Tea Party so that they can lie, cheat, steal, and the Republicans will be coming up with some kind of nonsense like they did last time. Their contract to America of doing all that junk, and then